Side. Ruth settles under it. He makes the grab, and that is that. Back here in Denver, and on the hill, the lefty, Christopher Sanchez. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
He really relies on working down in the zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be because guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing same side hitters to be able to get it in, especially early in the count, and to opposite guys be able to throw it at that front hip and run it over the inside corner.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. He's under it. Makes the catch, and there's one gone. And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. The outfield playing him to pull with the center fielder positioned in that left center field gap. He swings and misses at the first pitch.
0-1.
0-1. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still finds a way to get off a throw. The throw comes in too late, and they can't get the out. Max Kepler at the plate. There's the strike.
0-1's the count.
Next offering popped in the air, right field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's two down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. And that one fouled off. And a pitch. That one misses, and that's ball one. Line drive down the line, and it's foul. And a swing and a miss. That's out number 3. Top of the second, Willie Adames stands in. Clemens back to work. Swung on, belted. That's back there. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. He circles the bases. It's 2-0. Here's Juan Soto. Could be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. Throws to second. Tag, and he's in there.
Wastes no time there. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
On the corner for a strike, and it's 1-1.
Nope, that's a ball.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. No outs. Runner on second. And ball four, 2 aboard.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
So up next, Adam Dunn. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. That's back there. And that one's gone into the bleachers. A shot to the opposite field. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 5-zip. So the batting order turns over. Here's the left fielder, Anthony Santander. Hoskins handles the chance. He takes it on his own. 1 out in the second. And here is Carlos Beltran. He's already homered here in this one. Just missed.
Ball 1, no strikes.
A dive. Nice stop. Over to first.
He's
and
out.
very nicely done for the out. Two outs, base is empty. Kyle Higashioka digs in now. Pulls it into the warning track. Back here at Coors Field, bottom half of inning number 2. Now it's the right fielder, Babe Ruth. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Santander racing over to make the catch.
Oh, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide
Inside,
receiver
ball
playing
one.
football.
Alan Trammell in the box with one away as he takes ball 1. Foul ball. One down, base is empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. One out, base is empty. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Into center and a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every.
Yennier Cano gets the ball now.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
And it finds its way through for a hit. And now two aboard. Here's the second baseman, Termarr Johnson. Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. And they're chipping away. It's 5-3. And now, Johan Rojas. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Soto pulls it down, 2 down. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the third baseman, George Brett. First pitch misses.
Counts 1-0.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's now a 5-3 ball game. You're dialed into the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the DH, Ken Griffey Jr. There's a swing and a drive. Tattooed and gone. He nails one out to right. It's 6-3. Now here is Michael Young. Up the middle. Sneaks through, base hit.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
And now it's going to be Willie Adames. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these guys putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They've got to be happy with the 6 runs.
And that's a fair ball down the right field line. And that's going to roll a while. Coming home. The relay throw. He's in there.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and
base hit and a run in to score.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Vientos swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Liner, and this could be trouble. Soto round second, heads for third. Coming home. Now a relay to the plate. The tag
on the tag. He's out.
So a man aboard, and now the first baseman, Adam Dunn. Hit hard on the ground to short. Low throw, and he can't pick it. Back to the top of the order, Anthony Santander at the plate. And that is out of play. Ersig, a 6'2 righty, 29 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2016. Dunn stands at first with one out. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Lead runner around second. Coming home. They add on as the run scores all the way from first. And here is Carlos Beltran. He's already homered in this game. Brings it in. Runner tags at second, and he moves up to third. Now 2 away. Kyle Higashioka getting ready to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Rojas, long run. And that is that. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired. Booth, growing up, who was your favorite big league mascot?
Oh,
The Philly Fanatic, still the best mascot.
Is there a reason?
Well, I love the Phillies, and I love Mike Schmidt. Mike, well struck left field. And that one is out of here. He sends a rocket to left. It's 10-4. Now it's going to be Babe Ruth. High fly ball down the left field line. Santander going back. Has room, and he makes the catch. So it's their last chance in this one. Now it's the shortstop, Alan Trammell. Singled and scored his first time. Fly ball down the line. Soto really on his horse for it. Won't get to this one. It drops foul. 2 outs. On the ground, and this should do it. Young. On to first.
He's out.
Ball game.
They were ready early on. Just a 3-inning game, but we saw a lot of action. That was
Welcome to Ship It Stadium. Diamond Dynasty Baseball coming your way on the show. It's the Chiefs and the Wild Bunch. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Jake Mangum. Fought off foul. The wind and the pitch. Up the middle, and that one handled. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning. And now it's Bryce Harper to the plate. The first overall pick back in 2010. And takes low for ball one. Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. You got to be throw safe. That's a stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Ball. Squirts away a little bit. Well done behind the dish. And that one fouled off. Runner at second, nobody out. He goes down looking. Here's Byron Buxton. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Yeah, that's foul. Off. Runner at second here, one gone. And strike two.
Well, you can't expect to get a great pitch to hit with an open base and a runner on second. He's going to have to really tighten up his sights here, make sure that he can barrel up the ball.
Runner takes off for third. That one the other way. Full extension, makes the catch. Throw behind the runner, and they've got him doubled off. Anthony Santander at the plate. Ripped to right. He's there. He's got it. And a quick out, number one.
Clearly ready to hit right there. First pitch of the inning hits a bullet, and it just is one of those bad luck ABs.
Swing and a ball driven out to center. That one back. Going. Gone. And that gives them a lead. It's 1-0. One out, base is empty. And here's the catcher, Kyle Higashioka. Out to short. And there's two away. Now, Ken Griffey Jr. And first offering is fouled off. And downstairs.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Two out, space is empty.
Ball. 2-2.
Base hit. So a two-out knock keeps the inning alive. At the plate, Michael Young. Ripped to short. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. First and second, two outs. Willie Adames stands in. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That's back there. He's got it, and that will end the inning. And we're back. New inning getting started. Here comes Cody Bellinger. Honeywell back to work. That's too
That's
low.
a ball down.
And that is ball one. Lucas Erceg into the game.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Fires to first on the run, and they get the out. Big play there to get the leadoff man.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
Gary Sanchez swings through it for strike one.
0-1.
Just
Outside
missed.
ball.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Pulls the string with the changeup, struck him out. Here comes Max Muncy. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. In the dirt, and a count even 1-1. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Beltran settles underneath it, and that is that. We head to the bottom of the second. Leading off, Juan Soto. Nobody on his team is a better batting average than he does, Siggy.
For whatever reasons, this is a hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-1.
Now a fly ball to right center. Buxton settles underneath it. And out number one on the grab. And now it's Mark Vientos. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Just
No,
missed.
that's out.
And that chance handled. Tosses to first. And that is out number 2. 2 down, bases empty. And here's the first baseman, Adam Dunn. That one ripped, but foul. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
This guy's
No balls,
pounding the
2
zone.
strikes.
Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on.
That's
Misses.
the ball.
And the count 1-2.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
To the right side. And it finds its way through for a hit. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order. So the lineup flips over. Now the left fielder, Anthony Santander. 0 for 1 so far. To the right side. Gloves it on the dive. To first. What a play. Inning over. And welcome back to the ballpark. And the batter now, number 87. On the ground, right side. Throws to first in time. And one away in the top of the third. And next is the designated hitter, Carlos Pena. Not close with that one. And that's ball one. Hard on the ground to first. Done. Steps on the bag. And they're down to their last out. The batter now, Jorge Polanco. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Next offering is fouled back. Looking to get the tying run on base.
Yeah.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1-2's the
This
count.
could end it. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 2. That one
Full
missed.
count.
Big pitch coming right here. Last thing he wants to do is put the tying run on base, but he can't groove one either.
This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. And that should quiet this home crowd. It's 1-1. So it's all tied up, thanks. So they turn to the veteran pitcher in this spot, Andrew Miller. Up and in, and it's 1-0.
1-0.
Next offering is fouled back.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
Line drive, makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Now the number 2 hitter, Carlos Beltran. And a base hit up the middle. Around first, digging for 2. To second, tag out. And they cut down the winning run at second. And the batter now, Kyle Higashioka. Center field. Buxton sizing this one up. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. And now, Ken Griffey. Jr. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Ryan Dozier.
I'm interested to see if he swings for the fences and tries to end it right here.
That one finds the zone. 0-1.
No balls. 1 strike.
And there's a foul ball. Trying to send this to extra innings. That misses the zone. And a count 1-2. Just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Oh, and this one's blasted. High and deep. It's on its way. Out of here. Ball game. A gigantic blast. And they walk it off. And your final score. Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show brings you Diamond Dynasty Baseball. It's Death Valley going up against Miami. Okay, all set to go. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Soto makes the grab, 1 down. Next is the designated hitter. Pitch misses. 1-0.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. That's out number 2. Here's Yordan Alvarez.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with 1 swing.
That's down and in, a slider missed.
1 ball, no strikes.
And he chases that one below the zone.
Well, at that
1-1.
velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
Left-hand hitter waits. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. It's a bomb. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0. 2 outs, nobody on. Brian Reynolds here.
Now pitching.
On the inside corner for a strike. On the corner for a strike. That misses. Now 1-2. Up the middle. Young on the run. Throw to first. Got him. Nice play. Back here with my pal Singy. And towing the slab here, Mick Abel.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
And it's through for a hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Everything came together for him. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Carlos Beltran up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. Swing and a drive. Deep left field. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. Now at the plate, Kyle Higashioka. Chris, he's currently the team leader in OPS. In the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Next offering is in for a strike.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Off the mark there. And the count is 3-1. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Santander at second. Higashioka over at first with 1 away. Swung on, belted. That one back there. And out of here. And this place is rocking. And that's how they take the lead. It's 3-1. 1 down. Michael Young, the next to hit. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Willie Adames stands in. Check swing. He went. Strike. Strike 1. And that's a base hit. Throw into third. And the throw's offline. Safe at third. Two on, 1 out. And now the right fielder, Juan Soto. Just off the inside edge. Line drive, base hit. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's a 2-run single. It's 5-1.
They are really feeding off each other. That's 5 hits in a row. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Ground ball up the middle. That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. And out to aboard to third. Tag got him. Adam Dunn will hit next. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Coming home. He will score. It's an RBI single, and the lead is up to 5. Anthony Santander at the plate. That clips the corner.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
And it's even up.
This has been a rough inning, but sometimes you just got to work through it. Save the rest of that bullpen. Somehow stop the bleeding.
And that misses off the outside edge. On a line out towards center. Reynolds makes the catch. And we're back. And here comes Alec Bohm. Just missed. Bohm, the 3rd overall pick in the 2018 draft out of Wichita State. Just off the outside edge. And it's 2-0. That misses off the outside edge. And there's a strike. That one misses. So a leadoff walk. Here is Gleyber Torres.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. That clips the inside corner for a strike. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So digging in, Carlos Beltran. Just missed.
That missed. That's a ball.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Soto makes the grab. 2 down. Hank Greenberg getting ready to hit. They say he went.
No balls. 1 strike.
Swing and a ground ball. And it goes just foul. Ground ball left side. Fair ball. Boots it. Here comes Bohm around third. He'll score.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Caught it out front and ripped it down the line. And as soon as he saw it get through the infield, man, he started making that big turn towards second for the double.
Strikes.
Greenberg at second with 2 down. That one pushed to the left and foul. Oh, that hit him. Safe at first, and now after the play, we'll check on the lefty status. So the batting order turns over. Fernando Tatis Jr. now at the plate. This one in the air center field, and that'll do it. Bottom of the second, and now the center fielder, Carlos Beltran. That one ripped left field. Reaching for it and brings it in. Kyle Higashioka, the next to hit. And it's fouled away. Swing and a miss.
0-2.
And that one is in the dirt. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. And they tack one on the board. It's 7-2. Base is empty, 1 away. Ken Griffey Jr. digs in now. First pitch, and he just misses. 1 out, base is empty. This one smoked on its way out of here. They go back to back. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. It's 8-2. Takes it in for the out. Willie Adames will hit next. Swing and a miss as he was late.
It might be time to choke up a little bit. Get that front foot down early. Maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
2 outs, base is empty. Inside, just missed.
2-1.
Hit well, right field, way back, and gone. Base is empty with 2 away. Now it's the right fielder, Juan Soto. Line drive, base hit.
He was all over that one. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Vientos at the plate now. That's ball 1. Line drive. That's a base hit into right field. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. So up next, Adam Dunn. That's off the mark. And that's ball 1. And another ball. 2 aboard, 2 outs. On the ground. Oh, great stop. And that's a nice play. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
Singy, you grew up in the Bay Area. Did you have a favorite player as a kid?
Yeah, I love the A's lineup. I mean, guys like Ricky Henderson, Dave Kingman, Terry Steinbach. I mean, you just go on and on. Tony Armas. Just some tremendous rosters back then. And I loved as a kid getting on the BART train, the Bay Area Rapid Transit, pulling up right there to the stadium and then going in and watching the game.
Check swing, called strike. You also had the pleasure of going over and hitting and taking batting practice at a big leaguer's house. Who was that?
Yeah, Willie McGee, one of the greatest of all time, in my opinion.
He lived in your neighborhood.
Yeah, his folks live right down the street from me, and that's where his batting cage was. I used to look out of my backyard down the hill and just dream of one day maybe being able to go over and hit.
Lined, and that's a base hit. So 2 down. Alec Bohm getting ready to hit. And first offering is fouled off. Holton, 28 years old, and he was a 9th round draft pick.
No, that's
back
down.
In 2018. Hit to right, and that should do it. And that'll do it. This one. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We've got Diamond Dynasty Baseball tonight. It's Miami taking on Texas. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Anthony Santander at the plate. This one smacked out to left center. Conforto makes the grab. And there's one away. So digging in, Carlos Beltran. Outside low, ball one. One out, base is empty. And another ball. Here's a swing and a line drive and a base hit into right field.
Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with a pitch in that location, but somehow.
Runner on the go. Ball outside. Throw. Save. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Runner goes again. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Runner around third. He will score, and they take the lead. And it's an RBI single, 1-0.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
And it's 1-1. Griffey was an instant sensation when he burst onto the major league scene back in 1989. A sweet swinging 19-year-old kid, and he got to play alongside his dad. He was a special player. 2 down. Michael Young, the next to hit. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Whips it to first on the run. On the money. Nice play. Back here in Denver. And on the hill today, Yennier Cano. What do you got on him, Chris?
Well, they're going with the opener in this one, so this is an interesting look. He's probably only going to pitch an inning, maybe 2 at the most, and it's going to be unconventional. I think he's going to pitch backwards, more off speed, and then fastballs late.
Kicks and fires. Strike 2. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
High fly ball, shallow right field, and a couple of quick outs. Here's Mookie Betts. And Mookie takes.
Ball 1.
2 outs, base is empty. The shortstop takes the ball. Just missed. And the tying run is on base. The batter will be Michael Conforto.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the
throw cut off, now to the plate, and he's safe. Tie ball game.
Huge game tying at bat right there. Came through in a big spot to drive in the run. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good, and that's when you know.
Zips it to first. That ends. Back here at Coors Field. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the second baseman, Willie Adames. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. And that's in the dirt. He gets to it with a slide. Fires to first. And that's a great play for the out. Juan Soto now. Chris, he leads the way with the best batting average on the team. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
This is a hitter who takes his game to another level, playing at night.
Yeah, that skips in the dirt. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Back there. And it's off the wall. Into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
Edman in position. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second. Throw cut off to third. And he's up to third safely with 2 gone. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Done. Now at the plate. Check swing. No appeal. Soto on third with 2 out. Swing and a high fly ball. Well struck. Back there. In to score is the runner from third. We're tied at 1.
Big swing of the bat right there to give him the lead. That was clutch. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall. But
the tag, and he's out. And that will end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Stepping in, David Wright. This to third, Vientos. The throw to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Now batting Tristan Casas.
Oh, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Solid swing from start to end, on time with everything, really good balance, nice extension, and he met it out front for the line drive knock.
And that's ripped for a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away. And now it's Ivan Herrera. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
And that is downstairs. And that's ball 2. High in the air, out to right. Soto under it. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at bat.
Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. Casas on second. Geloff at first. 2 out of the inning.
1-1.
In the dirt. Nothing happening as the count evens at 1. And that one is lifted in the air. Beltran in position. Makes the grab. And that will end the inning. On to the third inning. Here's the center fielder, Carlos Beltran. Ripped on the ground to second. Whips it to Casas. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. Kyle Higashioka digs in now. RBI single his last time up. Swing and a hard hit grounder to third. Whips it across. 2 up, 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Ken Griffey Jr. will hit next. First pitch misses. That's down and in. A slider missed.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. Two outs. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double. And now here is Michael Young. That one down the line, and it stays fair. Here comes Junior around third. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead.
Comes through with the RBI. There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
Betts whips it to first, and they get it. And we're back, set for the bottom of the third, and now the DH, Bobby Witt Jr. Inside,
Off the plate, ball one.
Ball one. Ersig, a righty that throws with power. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, and he works in a changeup. Fires over to first. One gone, bottom of the third inning. Here's Mookie now. Brent Honeywell Jr. comes on now. Not many pitchers have it, but he'll break out a screwball from time to time. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. Mookie Betts blasts one out. It's 3-2. Conforto, the next to hit, takes low for a ball. Trying to close out a 1. Run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. And right back to the mound. And they take care of Stanton for the out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Soler stands in here, takes ball one low. Smoked into left field, base hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Right. In the box now, take strike one.
Inside,
this is off the plate. 1-1.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for any.
On the ground to the left. And it's just foul. That was close. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. One strike away. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Tying run at first, the winning run at the plate. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Base hit into right center. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap, and I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives.
So they turn to their closer, A.J. Puck.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Sends it to center, and this should be it. And that'll do it. A 3. Live from a place that has quite the reputation, Ship It Stadium. The show brings you Diamond Dynasty Baseball. It's Kentucky going up against Miami. Here's Kyle Tucker.
Leading off for Kentucky, the right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
That one
ball,
not
no
close.
strike.
And we are underway. Fouled off to the right. Swing and a foul out of play. The next offering misses. And a count now even up.
2-2.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 3-2. Tucker
Did he go?
tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. Nope, he held back.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
Tucker gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Breaking ball inside. And a count even 1-1. Just missed. Grounder off the pitcher. To Adames, that's one. But no throw to first as he'll hold on to it. Anthony Santander at the plate.
Now pitching.
Runner on the move. Pitch misses in. Safe at second with a stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Intentional walk here, and that sets up the double play after the stolen base.
Well, it doesn't get much easier with this next batter, but I totally understand going with the intentional walk in that spot. He's just too dangerous at the plate right now, and there's a base open, so it gives you options defensively to get an out.
That's to third. Fair ball. Heading for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single on the board first. It's 1-0. First and second, one out. And now it's William Contreras. Pitch in the dirt, and that's ball one.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
No,
next pitch, a slider that misses outside. This one bashed to left center. On its way, and that one's out of here.
Olé!
That should get the dugout going. And they tack on 3. It's 4-0. Jock Peterson stands in here, leaves that one off the inside.
1-0.
Strike one.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
That smash towards center. Beltran makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. 2 down, base is empty. Here's the second baseman, Christian Moore. In the air, out towards right center. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that's the bottom of the first. Here's the left fielder, Anthony Santander. That's off the inside corner, and that is ball one. Fouled off left side. And he can't come up with it. Still fires to first. Save. It was never going to be easy after the misplay. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Carlos Beltran. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. One at second, but safe at first. It's a fielder's choice. And now the catcher comes up to him. Kyle Higashioka. Off the plate, 1-0. Eckersley, not a big strikeout guy, but still very effective. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's down. One hops off the wall. Coming home. The relay.
Picks himself up an RBI. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Brian Dozier. He gets a chance with a runner in scoring position and one gone. And that's a base hit to third. Not in time. And it's runners at the corners with one gone. Runners at the corners here, one away. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Michael Young. Swinging a ground ball and foul ball. Montgomery. Quick feed to second for one, and that's 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the second, and the batter will be the shortstop, Colson Montgomery. That's inside,
that's in.
And it's 1-0. And a foul ball. To the right side, Adames. One up, one down. Now J.D. Martinez at the plate. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
0-1.
Started after the 0-1 pitch, and now a check down to first. He did not go around. And he grounds one to the right side. Adames, the throw to first. And Martinez is out. So here's Kyle Tucker now. Just off the inside edge. Just missed.
2-0 count. You really don't want to give in here. You've got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
Clips the corner, and that is strike 2. On the ground, right side, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. And we're back. Willie Adames stands in. Holton back to work. Tap foul at the plate.
That's a ball.
That one blasted deep to right. Way back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. And now it's Juan Soto. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Swing and a base hit.
Everything was on time and fluid. In that swing, got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Mark Vientos, the next to hit, takes outside. And that's down and away.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play, but in this count,
quickly to second for one, and that's quick work out of the pen. Top half of the third inning. Now the number 2 hitter, Carlos Beltran. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Santander hauls it in for the out. So up next, Anthony Santander. Hard hit, right side. Throw over to Dunn. 2 away. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. 1 for 1 with a single.
Now pitching.
Towards first, done. He steps on the
That's it.
bag at the lefty reliever. As we go to the last of the third. And now the first baseman, Adam Dunn. The other way, and that's a fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. The relay throw.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Just a great approach. Looked like that.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He flexes his power with that. Swing. It's 4-3. So digging in, Carlos Beltran. First pitch
Ball.
doesn't find the zone.
1 ball, no strikes.
And that one fouled off.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. Gonna really have to bear down.
Line drive, and this might be trouble. As the tying run is forced to stop at second.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters. Well, that at bat had a lot of pressure. Riding on it, so really great job coming through right there. It's got to feel good. Pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
Nobody out. Both the tying and winning runs on base. And the home team trying to pull it out. Base hit into the outfield. In comes the run from third. And it's a 1-run game. Now here is Michael Young. He hit into a double play his first time up. On the ground to third, might be 2. The throw to second, on to first, double play.
As a former player, watching 5-4-3 double plays brings back some adrenaline. It's such an exciting play, and it's always a great reminder of baseball being such a team sport.
And fouled off. Outside.
That's a ball.
And
Outside.
1-1. And that is out of play.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Trying to send this to extra innings. And that's
Ball.
outside. And the count's even at 2. And there's a ball.
Full count.
He walked
Ball
in.
4, runner, take
And
your
that
base.
will keep things going. Big situation, and here comes the big. So now a pinch hitter, Jacob Stallings.
And this is a big at bat coming, Boog. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
A changeup missing. Ball one. Higashioka at third. Adames on at first with two down. And another ball. Yeah, that's fouled off. That ends the inning and stops things from. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the catcher, William Contreras. Hit in the air, right field. Base hit! And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out. And now Jack Peterson, he's 0 for 1. That one finds the corner. It's 0-1.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first.
High fly ball out towards left center. Brings it in. Runner tags for home. Throw cut off. Now to the plate. Not in time. He beat it, and they've got the lead. Now it's the second baseman, Christian Moore. Inside. Just missed.
That's a ball.
In the dirt, but kept close. And another ball. Man at first, one away. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with one down. Colson Montgomery, the next to hit, grounded out his first time. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. Contreras rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2. 2 on, 1 out. Now it's the DH, J.D. Martinez. Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score here in extra innings. Out to center. Beltran snags it. Out number 2. Kyle Tucker getting ready to hit. He's 0 for 1. There's a strike.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
In the dirt. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and they're up. Bottom of the 4th, and now it's Mark Vientos. Fouled off. He was late.
Well, these players really producing with runners on. It's been a right place, right time kind of game for them. They put a bunch of runs on the board, thanks in large part to 4 hits with runners in scoring position.
Montgomery. Jump throw across his body. It's there, and that's a great play.
On top of that, they haven't left many guys on base, so they've been efficient getting runners on and finding ways to bring them home.
Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Man at second. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
0-2.
Inside. Now 1 and 2. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Lead runner puts the brakes on, so now it's runners at first and third. Here comes Anthony Santander in a big spot. He's already homered here in this one. Just missed.
Ball.
Swing and a foul out of play. With the tying run at the plate, and here in extra innings. Line drive, caught.
No,
Race to the
too
bag,
late.
but he's safe. Good job to avoid the double play. And now Carlos Beltran. Pitch misses
That's inside. That's a ball.
and that's ball one. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Runner from third in to score. And it's an RBI single, and now just a 2-run deficit. And here's the catcher, Kyle Higashioka. Just
Ball.
missed.
1-0.
And another ball.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of
balls,
those
no
pitches
strikes.
off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
Swung on, belted. And it one-hops the wall. One runs in, relay throw.
Well, here we go. Winning run is on base with 2 away. Nice job going the opposite way with it, letting the ball travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating when you see a good pitch and your hands roll over. It was on the outside part of the plate, and he approached it perfectly.
Now a chance for Graham Pauley. Squeezes it, and that. We go to the top of the 5th, and now the center fielder, Carlos Beltran. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, A.J. Puck. And that one fouled off.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. That one is absolutely belted. And that gets down into the gap. Tucker scores. 8-7, they take the lead.
Well, he gets it done in a big spot to get the run across.
Base open at first now. And here's the intentional walk. They might be trying to set up the double play with nobody out. Now this is in the air down the line. And there's one away. Next to hit, William Contreras. He's already homered in this game. That's in there. Strike one.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
And that misses. And it's 2-1.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Beltran gets under it. And he makes the catch. Runner tags at second. And he moves up a base. So 2 away with runners at the corners. Here's Elliot Ramos. Breaking ball inside. And that's ball one.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
The left-hander on now, Christopher Sanchez.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Fought off foul.
Ball.
Squirts away a little bit. Nice job behind the plate there. 2 on, 2 outs. Stays alive. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 3. Fights it off. He'll see another. Hit on the ground to short. Base hit and a run comes in.
Just a great at bat right there. Saw a lot of pitches. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole. Two outs.
To third, Vientos. They limit the damage here. And we're back. Now here is Michael Young. And that one fouled off. Liner, and this could be trouble. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score easily. Into second base. The tying run is on with a leadoff double.
Big RBI for him right there. Really important at bat coming up now.
Adames swings through it for strike
0-1.
one. Just a slow ground ball this time. Tosses across to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth. Jacobs Stallings now. And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back.
Popped up right side. Brings it in. And there are 2 outs.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
So they're down to their final out. Now the third baseman, Mark Vientos. And that one
Outside,
just
ball.
missed off the outside edge.
Ball. Outside.
With the tying run at third, and the home team trying to pull it out. That just
No,
misses.
that missed. That's a ball.
3-0.
I know it's 3-0, but
3-0.
I'm letting him swing here if he likes the pitch. Why not?
Step off and looks the runner back to third now. Next
Strike
offering is
one.
in for a strike. So now 2
Take your
on
base, ball 4.
and 2 outs. So 2 outs with runners on the corner.
Walks out of the bullpen can absolutely kill your momentum very quickly. They're in some hot water trying to protect this lead.
Hit to right, and that ought to do it. And there it is. And the final.